No, it's like he wants to know everything that's going on.
Every little bit counts.
Somebody okayed
So you
the
can't
farm
tell
to be
them.
rude. Hello to both of you.
Hey, how are you? Oh,
Tell us that they were doing that.
Hmm.
We found out about it. We called Arthur and said, I thought we were
side
planting on.
yard, side yard between
Yeah.
the main building and the
Are we live?
extending from the front
Now?
yard.
Okay, it's 6 o'clock. I'll call the meeting to order. And Rob, would you call the roll, please?
Ms. Least.
Here.
Mrs. Sweet.
Here.
Mr. Bear.
Here.
Mr. Whitaker. Mr. DeVoli.
Here.
Mr. Hannah.
Here.
And please join in pledging allegiance to the flag with me, please. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And good evening, everyone. And this is a regular session of the Enon Village Council, and this is Tuesday, April 28th, 2026. And do we have any additions to our agenda this evening?
A short communication for First Energy, please.
Okay, Mr. Hannah. I'll be giving an update under committee reports for the Records Commission. So I'd like to add that, please. And anything else?
A motion to excuse Mr. Whitaker from the meeting. Second.
And call the roll, please.
It was a motion to excuse Mr. Whitaker from the meeting.
Mrs. Sweet.
Yes.
Mr. Bear.
Yes.
Mr. DeVoli.
Yes.
Mr. Hannah.
Yes.
Ms. Least.
Yes.
And minutes of the Tuesday, April 14th, 2026 meeting. You have a copy of those. There is one addition that I asked our fiscal officer to include, and that was to add a motion to the motion to accept the lowest and best bid for the Green Vista Drive drainage project and attach the bid list to the minutes. That wording has been added, correct, to the?
Yes, so the official minutes that are
Yep.
to be signed have those that addition and the bid list as an attachment to it. We did not print out new copies of the minutes for everybody, but they're available should you want them.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes with the not getting the new printing copies.
I'll
Second. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Bear.
Yes.
Mr. DeVoli.
Yes.
Mr. Hannah.
Yes.
Ms. Least.
Yes.
Mrs. Sweet.
Yes.
Those minutes are approved with the addition noted. Rob, you have any financial stuff?
Just to note that quarterly tax reporting has been submitted to the IRS and the state of Ohio, as well as our unemployment compensation quarterly report as well.
Great. Rick, let's go ahead and bring this up now because it is tied to financial. We received communication from Ohio Edison regarding a potential rate increase. I'm not sure how that applies to the village. Are you aware of that, Rob? Okay.
That's what I'm looking at right now. It looks like that there's a notice to communities that there's a three-year electric distribution rate plan filing for PUCO from July 1st of 2027 to June 30th of 2030. It's setting rates forward over the three-year period. Community through investments aimed at preventing outages, restoring power quickly, disruptions, enhancing storm protection, trimming trees. This has the summary of the proposed electric service rates, and if approved, the rates for our customers will likely take effect in July of 27. If you'd look this over and see if there's anything we need to do or set up any type of public information on that, I think they do have hearings with PUCO as far as the rate hikes.
So the way that would affect us, we have streetlights, just about every street, if not every street, within the corporate limits of the village. We have a general fund that pays for that lighting, and it is based upon I think the actual type of light that we have, but it's $3, $5 a month per light, whatever the amount is. And I believe our annual cost around 30,000.
A little bit under. I think we got around 26 and a half last year.
Gotcha.
We budgeted 30,000.
So we budget 30,000, don't use all of that. So if it's a substantial increase, that would mean more money, obviously, that we would have to pay out of our general fund for that service.
So our big utility bills on the electric side are the water plant and then the streetlights.
Yes.
But I think this is comprehensive. I think it would affect the village, but I think it also affects all the service providers that are all the customers. So
it'd be residential and business,
Yeah.
commercial? Okay,
in the long run.
gotcha. Thanks for bringing that up, Rick.
So, and where did that come from, Rick? I'm sorry?
It comes from First Energy notifying us or notifying the community usually that they're proposing a rate hike.
Okay.
So this will be a 3-year, and as I say, usually what you'll see is they'll have public hearings on it through PUCO to discuss the rate hikes. I don't see a particular date on that at this point, but anyway, it's out there, so we can make more information off of it, hopefully.
Okay. So is that something that maybe we could post on Facebook for people to know about, or?
I think once we know when the
Once we
hearing
know
would
the
actually
dates?
be, so that
Okay.
way people can respond back to it, because I have seen them actually being held, and usually it's after the fact that we receive notice off of it.
Oh, okay. All right,
Thanks, Rick.
thank you.
Chief, I'm going to turn it over to you now. We're going to scoot the agenda around just a little bit, but we have a swearing in this evening, so I'll let you give a little background.
Kevin, if you'd come up to the front of the room here. This is Kevin Hunter. He's going to be our new full-time officer. He worked 9 years for Mount Sterling Police Department before returning to Navistar. Now getting ready to retire from Navistar and wants to come back to the small-town family atmosphere to get back into law enforcement.
Yes, sir.
We practiced the other day. Yes, we did. And we did very well, too. Yes, we did. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Kevin P. Hunter,
I, Kevin P. Hunter,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States of America,
of the United States of America,
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the State of Ohio,
of the State of Ohio,
the codified ordinances
codified ordinances
of the Village of Enon,
of the Village of Enon,
and will faithfully,
and will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of police officer
of police officer
for the Village of Enon,
for the Village of Enon,
Clark County, Ohio.
Clark County, Ohio.
So help me God.
So help me God.
He's
Watch
holding
his
breath.
handshake.
Oh. Why are you holding your breath, Kevin?
Like his tongue sticking out while he's trying to stick it.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Come shake hands with us.
Congratulations, sir. Yes. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, welcome aboard.
We get to shake hands this
Yes,
time.
we do.
Good seeing you. Congratulations.
Again, thank you, sir.
Welcome, thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. Sorry, I'm sure.
Thank you.
All right, item of communication, just a reminder, next Tuesday, that's May 5th, that's the primary. The village does have a renewal, this is a renewal levy for the police department. So I encourage people to get out to vote. The purpose of that renewal levy is to provide funding for, basically what it comes down to is one full-time position with the Village of Enon. I'd also like to thank a couple people, Mrs. Kathy Brown, who stepped up and took over as the treasurer for Committee to Keeping Enon Safe, Mr. Chuck Wazak, who was deputy treasurer. So Chuck, thank you very much for your efforts, and to Gloria, of course, and to everyone that's helped pass out literature. But again, next Tuesday, May 5th, get out and vote. So, any other items of communication? Let's go into staff reports. Arthur, I'll turn it over to you. Good evening.
Good evening, thank you. I want to start with code enforcement.
So I'm gonna read this to you. In an effort to encourage consistent property maintenance, community pride, and protect property values, the village will be expanding its code compliance efforts. So tonight, I just want to kind of give a heads up as it relates to code enforcement. Some things that we'll be looking at. Number one would be grass. Just want to let everybody know that grass, there's a limit of 12 inches, so it's important to make sure you cut your grass. If not, you may get a violation. Again, I want to also say that it's not the end of the world if you get the end of the world if you get a violation. Okay, so we will work with anybody. In relation to grass, the clippings, it's important to know clippings, weeds, so forth and so on. If you put it out in front of your home, you have 4 hours to remove that. So that's important.
Out in the street,
Yes.
yeah, if it goes out in the street.
Yes. So 4 hours if it's out in the street, or it could be a violation. All right, next, nuisances. I want to read straight from code what it says about nuisances. It shall be unlawful and is hereby declared a nuisance for any person to store, place, or allow to remain used building materials, motor vehicles in an inoperable condition, motor vehicles unfit for further use, automobile parts, scrap metal, refuse, or rubbish on any lots, parts of lots, or parcel of land within the corporate limits of the village. And I want to kind of talk about the motor vehicle in an operable condition. It includes any style or type of motor vehicle driven, used, or useful for the convenience of persons or property, which is unable to move on its own power due to defective or missing parts, will not start and run, and has expired or no state motor vehicle registration plates, and has remained in such condition for a period of not less than 10 consecutive days. So we will be paying attention to that in the village as well. Flat tires, that constitutes an inoperable vehicle. So just want to kind of educate us on that, because again, we're getting ready to start the kind of step up code enforcement. RVs, it's important to know that RVs cannot be in the front yard over 48 hours. So we will allow, if you're going to be a little bit over 40 hours, please give us a call. Let us know. We'll work with you. But the code states that it can't be over 48 hours. So if you bring it in to do some repairs, getting ready to go out, go on a vacation or whatever, you do have 48 hours. Again, I've worked with people before they call and say, listen, I'm going to be 3 or 4 days. I don't mind working with you on that. And lastly, zoning certificates. Before you do anything in the village, please give us a call. We'll make time to talk with you. Sometimes you may not need a certificate, permit. Sometimes you may. But it's better to call and ask about it before starting a project. I just had a project here a few weeks ago. They started a project and they needed a permit. So they had to stop, and now they have to go to BZA. So it's important that you get confirmation. Fences, business license, accessory buildings, swimming pools, please give us a call.
And I thought it was important because, we are ramping up code enforcement for you, Arthur, to explain some of the things that, you're looking for. But it's also very important that we emphasize we do reasonable enforcement. We don't go like onto people's properties, into their backyards. You drive around on the street, what's visible, or if somebody files a complaint, calls in and complains about something, you might handle that differently. But typically, you're surveying the village from a village vehicle. You're driving down the streets, and whatever you can see for a potential violation, that's what you'll be looking at.
Yes, sir.
And again, I think that's a reasonable approach. All the stuff that you have just read to the council and to the folks here, those have been in place. That's nothing new. But I think it's good that we stress, hey, we're ramping up, and the whole idea of code enforcement maintains our property values. And that's what we're trying to do in Enon.
Now, Arthur, about 10 years ago, it might have been a little less than that, we actually had door hangers for people who blow grass out on the street. The police department had them in the cruisers. I'm not sure if you have any still down there, Jeff, someplace, or...
I think I have a few.
Yeah. Those were an effective way to get a message across, even if the police officer saw that somebody had blown stuff out in the streets or saw something visually. You could put a gentle reminder on that door knocker I think that worked well for us for a period of time. As you know, repetitive actions like that, it didn't work well for. But as a good neighbor type warning, while we move into this or transition into this, it might do us well to look at having those available just in case.
Okay.
And if you don't have any down, if you can share them with them, Jeff.
Yeah, I think I have a couple down there.
I think I've still got pictures of them on my phone too. But
I think they were effective. So, Arthur, I'm going to give you a situation to look at. There's a property on Bob White Drive that has been an issue in past years. I went by it yesterday, and it needs to be looked at again. And Chief, you know which one I'm talking about. But if you guys maybe could go together.
I'll talk to my parents. I mean, I think theirs is fine, but I'll give them.
I appreciate
No,
your
I mean,
help.
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Meant to talk
I'll
to you
straighten
about
it
that.
out. Yeah, I'll straighten it out.
I'm sure you could. But if we could check registrations, make sure the registrations are current, check for inoperative vehicles, just that property in general, it looks pretty rough. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. I know the residents would appreciate it, so.
Yes, sir.
Arthur, real quick also, for code enforcement, again, this is a personal issue. Rick's going to start laughing in like 5 seconds here, but what is our responsibility or the homeowner's responsibility when all of this digging is taking place for AT&T and nobody plants grass? They just leave a lot of dug up everything in their wake. Whether, like, I spent my Saturday picking up buckets full of rocks that were unearthed, glass, and nobody plants grass. So obviously when grass isn't planted, weeds of all varieties I've never seen before start to grow. And what is the responsibility for the homeowner versus these companies? Do we hold them responsible for planting after because they, like my land, for instance, they messed up 3 times.
Right.
Hit lines, they had excavators in my yard, ripping it up, everything. Do we hold them responsible? If it's in the right of way, is Enon responsible? How does that work?
So that could become, I mean, if you gave me a call and you said there's an issue, whatever, if this is a contractor that I know that we know about, I can give them a call.
should there be a punch-out list essentially, or where they would have to come back and redo that to the comparison of
They've
prior
got to be
the-
responsible to somebody. Somebody's got to be overseeing that project. So,
Well, there were 3 different companies that came out.
Okay.
And Kevin originally reached out, but yours passed it off and blamed it on the guys
they
marking
keep
lines. The
passing
guy,
it off.
USIC, who marks the lines.
Mismarked the lines,
Then
yeah.
Star Construction said, nope, somebody else. And then they brought out a whole nother company, which was called Underground Solutions. Ohio Underground Solutions. They made at least the land somewhat flat, even though now it's caving in again. There's like a crater in my yard where my mower likes to go over that as well. So it's one where I'm tired of my knees getting shot up by all my rocks in my yard and potentially getting hurt.
did you end up with any contacts whatsoever?
The Ewers people just kept passing it off, and then Kevin obviously moved on to his next employment. And they said they were going to the original AT&T contractor, who was when they messed up everything and came out that night. They were in my yard till like 3 a.m. excavating. They shaking my house, by the way, with my little kids. It was fun, but they said they would come out and plant grass, and that's literally never happened. And so it's around the 6th of July. It'll be a full year where it's looking like a war zone still. So
Arthur, see if you can what you can find out.
I got an
there's still-
AT&T guy's phone number if you want it.
Yeah,
I got his,
that would be a start. Yeah.
I would say if anyone else has any similar issues, I would say reach out to Arthur and see if maybe he knows about it or can offer any suggestions or help or something.
I've seen at least 4 or 5 areas
Yeah.
where you
Yeah,
can tell
I've-
they've done some deep digging versus actually what was supposed to happen.
I know I've gotten some of those rocks in my legs as well, wherever they come, and they just dig probably a little deeper than what they need to do and fling up the rocks. And
But don't give me the tall grass warning just because some of these weeds I got to take a machete.
What's your
to.
address?
I have the tall weed warning. I don't know
Might be a
about
bad
anyone
look.
else.
Might be a bad
but-
look. So
Okay, Arthur.
All right. The next thing we have is the Board of Zoning Appeals. Just want to kind of inform the board that council that we will be having our first case on May 6th. We have 2 cases. One is on 490 South Xenia. The resident is requesting variance of 2.6 feet to the allowed 14 feet for an accessory building. And the next one is 441 Coronado Trail. The homeowners want to place an accessory structure on the side yard lot line, where the code says that all accessory structures have to be at least 6 feet from the side yard line.
What was that one again? Can you repeat that one?
441 Coronado Trail.
And what was that?
It was for an accessory structure. They're wanting to place it on the lot line, directly on it. But the code says that all accessory buildings have to be at least 6 feet.
So they want a 6-foot variance?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks for letting us know about that.
Yes, sir.
And if you've never attended a BZA meeting, those can be kind of interesting, so I encourage you to try to come to one.
I do appreciate hearing about those.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And lastly, losing my voice. And lastly, I have a proposal tonight for a definition change in code in reference to the yard side definition. What we have in code now, and I actually have a sheet. It should be in front of you. We have the definition, but currently it contradicts what we would like the code to do. And so we're asking to make those changes to kind of put in place what we would like the code to do. Because right now, and we got talked with our village solicitor, and he advised that we make this change because right now we could send somebody a violation, but we couldn't really enforce it because of the code and the definition that it.
So what we discovered was in the definition of a side yard, there was some wording that made no sense. And on the one paper, he's got it highlighted that says, or front lot line. So I drew a little picture up on the board that lays out what a side yard is, what a front yard is, what a rear yard is. Somewhere along the line, those three words got added into the definition of a side yard, which does not make sense. It does not line up with the practical meaning of a side yard. So Paul Cavanaugh, our solicitor, suggested removing that, clarifying, and getting it out of it contradicts actually the way it's written. Because according to the definition of the way it's written now, the side yard could look the way I have it drawn, or it could go all the way to the right-of-way line, out to the roadway, which is actually in the front yard. So the wording contradicts how we apply zoning in the village and how it's been applied. I think it was an error somewhere along the line, whether either in the original code or some upgrade, but it does not make sense the way it's defined now. And it's the recommendation of the solicitor to clean that up. And we agree 100%. It's from a standpoint of trying to enforce things, it needs to be very clear what a side yard is, a front yard is, and a rear yard.
So you're basically trying to say that it's parallel with the structure, is what your front yard is. Is that how I'm understanding it?
It is.
Okay.
That's the front yard.
Okay.
And this says the side yard can go all the way into the front yard to the roadway, and it doesn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I understood it.
It just doesn't make sense at all. So Arthur has proposed an ordinance. This is a 2026-05. I would like to recommend to council we get this changed tonight, and would propose that it be passed so he can effectively enforce the codes for the village.
Make a motion to waive the three reading rule.
Second.
And call a roll, please.
Mr. DeVoli,
Yes.
Mr. Hannah,
Yes.
Ms. Least,
Yes.
Mrs. Sweet,
Yes.
Mr. Bear.
Yes.
And we'll need a motion and a second to pass ordinance 2026-05.
So moved.
Second.
And any further discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Hannah,
Yes.
Ms. Least,
Yes.
Mrs. Sweet.
Yes.
Mr. Bear.
Yes.
Mr. DeVoley.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Arthur, now you're good to go.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else for council?
No, sir.
Questions for our administrator?
I just had a question on the, have you heard anything or seen anything else on the Dragons game? On the, do you-
So, we found out that we only have a few people that have purchased so far.
okay,
Yes, ma'am. So we actually went back on Facebook, reposted it again. So hopefully, we'll get more people involved. But right now, we don't think about maybe 5 to 10 people that have purchased.
how many, do you remember how many we had to have? I can't quite remember what that number was.
30.
30, okay.
I'd do 30,
Okay.
yep. Any other questions? Arthur, thanks. And also pass along our appreciation, the work that our employees have been doing in our parks. Just, they look great.
Yes, sir.
I was over there Saturday for a little event, and the kids were everywhere on the playground equipment at Galloway Park, and the improvements that they're making. It makes us proud to have parks like we do. So please pass that along.
Yes, sir.
Chief?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Council. First of all, I want to start with about the park. I got a call over the weekend about the electric at Enon Park. I don't know whether they got that taken care of. It was something that was having to do with well 3, but somebody had rented the park out and they had no electric. So I got called in the middle of the afternoon. So, I called Jason. He supposedly was going to take care of it, but I haven't had a chance to talk to him to see what they had to do. But it was something with well 3
Okay.
with that they're causing issues with it. So I don't know whether that's been taken care of or not. Second is last week I was invited by Tecumseh High School to come over to their school for a SAT event for prom. It was every 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes throughout the day, we took a student out of class, brought him into a room, and then at the end of the day, they had a funeral ceremony for all 25 kids that we removed. It was very eye-opening for us as first responders that were there. So hopefully, it hit the students as well as it hit us. So, but that was a very well put together program, and I was very proud to be invited
I've
to
never
it.
heard of one like that before, that's set up like that.
So yeah, it was very well put together. This past Saturday we had the drug take back event. We collected on Saturday. We collected 14.2 pounds of pills. Over the last 6 months from the permanent pill collection out here, for the past 6 months, we've collected 42.3. So on Monday morning, I took 56.5 pounds of pills back to the DEA for destruction.
That's awesome.
Great.
Very well.
That's good attendance on that.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
They also, on Saturday, they had the Blue Envelope Program kickoff at the fairgrounds. I couldn't get anybody, they couldn't get anything up there, but I heard that was a good turnout, so I think it's a good program that I'm glad and proud to get the village as a part of. We had an issue with 303, which is a 2019 Ford. The air conditioning, nothing worked in it. It was constantly on high heat. Officer Craker spoke with the mechanics at Fairborn City. We were able to get it fixed for a couple bucks. A fuse that we didn't see.
Wow.
So it's fixed and back in service.
Thanks to them. We appreciate
Thanks,
that.
Yes. We thought it was going to be a part that we had to order, and the mechanics from Fairborn said, we've got one on a crash cruiser, so they were going to give it to us. But we found that we didn't need it, so.
I appreciate that relationship we were establishing with them.
Saturday, May 2nd, we're having the shred event for here in the village. From 9 to noon, isn't
What
it?
the website says.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. And then next Saturday, May 9th, they're doing the Unity Walk from Greenon to Settlers Park. They're expecting 200 to 300 people walking down Enon Xenia. So I wanted to check and see whether we could shut down Enon Xenia for that period of time for them to make, because there's going to be people on walkers, people in wheelchairs. It's going to be hard to keep traffic away from them with that many people if we don't shut it down. And it'd be for probably an hour, hour and a half. But I didn't know whether we needed to,
So part of that roadway
part
is
of it's
ours.
the village, part of it's
Yeah.
the township. So I don't know if you want me to reach out to the township as well.
I think it's actually county. I think it's parts.
County engineers?
Yeah, I think part is village. I think the other part is the county.
I can reach out to Mr. McClure.
I think that'd be a good idea, and that way they could get appropriate detour signs set up, because that would have to obviously be taken care of. So, yeah. Does anybody have objections to that at all on our portion?
Which part was that?
It's going from Greenon to Settlers Park.
Green into
What
Settlers
about the
Park.
fire department?
What about us?
Good answer.
You got any concerns? Or?
No, I just need to know what time you're shutting it down.
It would probably be 8:30. It starts at 9, so probably half an hour before to make sure we get all the,
So 8 to 10 or 11?
probably.
I think the sign
I was gonna
says
reach
two.
out to John to see if we could get some of your guys' assistance. If we've got that many people walking, especially if it's a hot day.
Yeah.
Kind of get people, so we have somebody out in
Right.
case we have an issue.
I'll put
Yeah.
it by the chief.
That's what I said, I'm gonna reach out to him.
In part, there's going to be booths by the different churches, I think 5 different churches maybe. But I think they'll be giving out water too for
Yes.
people that need it. Just so you know.
So we don't have any objections, but let's just make sure we get a detour in place and make sure that folks are aware of the detour. So,
Get the right times.
Okay, I'll reach out to Mr. McClure tomorrow.
sounds good.
I think that's about all I had.
Questions for our chief?
Only since it was brought up once before, while walking through the neighborhoods the past weekend, I was caught with questions about our body that we found on Enon Road. Is there some,
We've got nothing back, but it would come back to the county because we turn everything over to the county at the scene.
okay,
So it would come back to the county. So the only way we would get anything from them is if they pass the information
Share it
on.
to us.
But I can reach out to Lieutenant Schultz, see if he's heard anything.
it might be nice just to put that to rest at some point.
Yeah, I see it come up on Facebook about once a week or so. I see somebody come
Somebody
up
makes
and
it, yeah.
post it, and I don't ever respond to it, but I don't know, it'd probably be a good idea for, I mean, I hate to ignore it, but I don't know what to say, so I don't.
Well, at this point in
Reply.
time, we can't, at this point in time, there's nothing we can say. Other than, basically, it's an open investigation, so there's not really a whole lot that we can put out to the public as of right
But
now.
if there's something we can pass along publicly, that would be
Right.
nice. If we can't, then so be it.
I'll reach out to the sheriff's office, see if we can't get any further information.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Any other questions? Thanks, Jeff.
Yep.
Appreciate the work you guys do.
Thank you.
Under committee reports, the Public Records Commission met at 5:30 this evening, approved a list of records to be disposed of pending any interest from the Historical Society. And our next meeting will be, it looks like October sometime, and that will be, a notice will be posted for that. But we did have that meeting in compliance with state law, requires us to have one every so many what, twice a year, Rob? 6 months, something like that. So, yep. We have no old business or new business. Comments from the public? Anybody want to address council tonight? State your name and address, please. We know you.
Good evening, everybody. Yes, I'm Russ Graham from the Enon VFW post. I am the commander down there. And I'm here to say thank you very much for your generous donation to our fireworks last year, and asking again for your help in putting on this wonderful display for the community here. Last year you did do $3,000. The township did bump you up by $1. I don't know if you want to try to give them another little jab and go maybe 3,002, but whatever you can, I'm hoping you can at least match last year's.
I'd like to make a motion that we provide $3,002 to the Enon VFW, but with the caveat that should the township exceed that you come back to us and give us a chance to rectify their terms.
You have a bidding war? I'll second that.
What was the amount? 3,000?
3,002
3,002, okay.
at this point.
We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Call the roll, Rob.
Ms. Least.
Yes.
Mrs. Sweet.
Yes.
Mr. Bear.
Yes.
Mr. DeVoli.
Yes.
Mr. Hannah.
Yes.
Thank you for doing such a great job.
Thank
down
you
there.
very much, and I will plan on hitting them Monday to find out what they will do, and I will be back at your next meeting to let you know what they come up with. Thank you very much.
You don't have
Russ.
to tell them what we gave you already.
Anybody else like to address council this evening? Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Meeting adjourned. Thanks to everybody for coming.
Thank you all for